Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Marcie Besecker, an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I am from Clovis, California. Thank you for joining me this evening, and I am excited because it's bingo night. And as you know, I've been super busy. Imagine on my YouTube, I'm seeing a baby commercial. I have been busy with my new grandbaby, and my granddaughter was in town visiting, so we have had a lot of fun. I have to show you baby Brewer on the way to his doctor's appointment. He was a happy camper. So we are so excited and so in love with him. Addison just had a ball. She wanted to hold him all the time. So they had a good time kind of hanging out with each other and visiting. And we actually had a good little Thanksgiving dinner while they were here. They went home on Monday, and I missed them already. Thankfully, my daughter helped me go through my closet. So I gave away, or will be giving away, so much stuff. So I have tons of that I have more room. So I told my husband, I have all kinds of new hangers to refill. And he wasn't very happy about that. He said, well, that's good, but no. So anyway, hi, Anna, how are you? Thanks, Deb. Yeah, he's so sweet. And he's such a good baby. He's just like, okay, hold me. Okay, put me down. Whatever. I'm just going to look around. Or, oh, it's time for sleep. So he does like to sleep a lot. So mom and dad are pretty happy. They get about 3 to 4 hours at a time at night. But it seems like he sleeps all day. So they get their rest in. Can't wait to see the new goodies. I know, Deborah. So my new goodies, as you can tell, I have some of my catalogs right here. And I have boxes of stuff still over there. I did go through everything and kind of put it together. But little did I know that we were going to get to order our pre-order early when I was scheduling my bingo. So I do have my new goodies. I will be doing an unboxing. It's probably going to be Friday evening or Saturday afternoon. So make sure you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell, all that good stuff, so you'll get notified when I'm going to go live. Because once I get everything put together and once I find some time, I will be doing an unboxing. So we can see all the new goodies. And I am really excited about the online exclusive items. And so I marked them all. This time I did go through and say what's celebration, what's online exclusive, and I put SC for summer or spring catalog because that's what I'm used to calling it. And so that way when I do a video, I can show you where it's coming from, you know, which place it's at. And we know where it is from and where you can look for it. And of course my numbers are all on them and everything, so I can give you all of that. A couple other quick notations. Tonight's bingo, I do still have kits available. So if you are starting late and you're interested, I am going to have the kit still available. If you want to play bingo, you need to sign up earlier than later so that you don't miss it, or you're going to miss your chances of 4 bingos. There's a link below. You just go right there and register and pay. If you have played before with me and you don't need to register, you could just go to pay, but in your notes section, make sure you put your numbers in. I prefer you register when you're doing it, you know, any other time, but during tonight, to make it a little quicker for you. If I already have your information, you can just pay, but make sure you put your numbers in the note, but you also need to put your numbers here on the screen. Hello, Enika, how are you? Hi, everybody. Hi, Tashana, how are you? Tashana, I need to message you. I got my hotel figured out and everything, what I'm doing, because I'm coming in early. I know it's a few months away, but I'm getting it all planned. So I'll be messaging you. Let's see what else. Okay, so January bingo is already up for registration. We're already getting registrations for that. Again, there is a link in the description, so you can go ahead and register for January's bingo. That will be all new items. So I will be doing the new January through April mini catalog and or online exclusive items. And I say and or because I don't know what I'm going to do yet. And I don't know which one I'm most excited to start with. I have a few ideas, so I'm excited about them. So it will be all the new items. So for January's bingo, let's start the year off with some new goodies. So we'll be doing that. Pretty Petals class, I still have some kits available. They will be done being prepped this weekend, the kits. I'm hoping on early next week to get that video recorded and get them out in the mail. The deadline, I believe, was December 1st to get everything mailed out. And so I will be working on that. Sherry, no, I don't do bingo in December or April. December is the holidays. It's busy for everybody. And so I just don't. I spend time with my family and kind of, I'm hoping to clean up my craft room. Although now I have a whole box of goodies. And so I might be playing with that, not getting as much of my room cleaned as I was hoping. But that's okay. That's what we get for them saying we get to order early. Yay. Okay, Sherry, yeah, no, none in December. I will not have bingo in December. But please do come back, watch videos. I will still be doing my weekly videos 2 times a week. And I do have that class going on. So don't miss out on that. The other item, let's see. I think that is all I had. That was quick. So I just wanted to make sure I got those things out of the way so we could get busy. Sorry, I'm not at home. And where are my numbers are? Can I give them? Yes. Yes, Paula. Okay, Paula, yours are 2, 5, 7, 21, 26. And everybody, you do have until the 1st. I'm going to do a project first, and then I'll be doing our first bingo. So I'll ask again, make sure everybody has their numbers. I do not recall people being a first time, but I'll quickly go over the directions. Sarah, your name popping up reminds me, if you guys won a gift from my granddaughter's drawing your name, it's probably going to be in your bingo package, or it just got mailed out. So bingo should be going out tomorrow. And so I will be putting your gifts in there. Could you give me my numbers, please? Our first big outsaw, all African, make sure if any. Our first big outsaw, all African, make sure. I'm not sure what that means. But your numbers I can give you. Your numbers are 3, 22, 25, 8, and 14. That is for Glenada. 3, 22, 25, 8, 14. Hi, Rose. How are you? Hi, Tanya. No worries. I like to get my announcements over at the beginning, especially for people that are just coming in. I know the California and West Coast people are getting home from work. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Don't you hate when that happens? It happens to me all the time. If you are registering online, because I can see that I'm getting mail, but I can't see what it is, just make sure you let me know and then send me your numbers so that I have them. Hi, Steph. How are you? Okay, let's see what else. Also, anyway, online exclusives, the new celebration and the new mini catalog. You'll see all those items in my unboxing. I forgot one item that I was going to get, but we'll talk about that at the unboxing. It's on its way now, but I didn't overnight it. So You'll see it soon. Soon enough. Oh, no worries. Wintry, North Dakota. Hi, Annie. All right, so I say let's get started because we've got a little technique stuff going on. If you need your numbers, let me know. I'd be happy to give them to you. Let's get this first project out of the way. And then we'll start doing some bingo. All right, so let's get my thing here. All right, so our first card is from the new Hearts of Elegance. And I decided that we needed to do a fancy fold. When is your unboxing? You know what? I'm not sure if I'm going to do it tomorrow, Friday, or Saturday. If it's tomorrow, it's going to be early evening. Friday will be late afternoon, early evening. And Saturday would be afternoon because my grandson's football team made it to the championship. So we got to go do that in the morning. So it'll be after that. All right, so here we go. Here is our fancy fold that we're going to do with this new set. So I put me on there because I put some notes in here I wanted to make sure I go over with you. So here is our Hearts of Elegance that we used. And I'm using the Love You stamp. And then on this one, we are going to use some of the hearts here. Actually, we did not use anything else, I don't believe. This is a two die set, so I've got both sets. But then I brought in our Adoring Hearts. And I did do some leaves here. So all four of those, I did use one of these, which is this little inside die here. And I used these die hearts. Actually, I'm going to tell you what I did do. I did a bunch of different inside hearts. And then I decided to change it and do these. So you may get some with the print on them and then you may not. But I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that. So we did do that. And we also used the embossing folder because this one is the hybrid set where we can die cut out the hearts. So let me show you what we're going to do with this set here. Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Whew. Okay, so remember there's all kinds of little pieces. So all of your little pieces, let's just move up to the corner there. I feel like this is like really bright. Let me move my light back just a little there. I feel like it's like overly bright. So we're going to just move that out of the way. All right, so don't forget you've got a little heart, little leaves. Just make sure all your little pieces are kind of to the side. Everything on top we're going to just move over, which includes this. Put your string over to the top. And now let's get to the inside of our card. All right, so we're going to open up the card like this. Let's just set that aside, and we're going to do the inside like normal. I chose to turn this over. If you look at this card, you can do, we have the pattern here. We have the more solid side B on the other side. Okay, A is the side with the gold, and then B would be the solid side. When you open it up, I decided to go ahead and do the solid side because we're going to also add that gold. But you choose whatever works for you. I'm going to bring in one of my mats so we can add some of our adhesive here on this side. Oh, this is that one that got all wonky on me. I was wondering why I had an extra one over here. And this one, of course, is going to run out any second. But that's okay. I have extra. But we might as well use it up, right? So let's get our white piece in. I feel like I haven't been here in a long time. I have been busy. We had our early Thanksgiving. This is the new brushed silver and gold, I believe it's called. And so you can see there's lines in that. And we've had some like that before that had a little bit of texture and This one, it seems like it's a little deeper texture, but it's really nice. I like it. So whatever my extra strip was is what I put in here. I have my glue. See, they're sticking together already. I should have cleaned them before the video, but these are my glue, cut everything kind of scissors. And then my other ones are just for cleaner cutting, so it doesn't get stuff all over them. All right, we are going to put adhesive on this and put our inside of our card together. This card, really, there's only one stamping image, and that is the sentiment. That's what's kind of nice about the classes and the bingo, is there's not a whole lot. I've been trying to go a little more towards a little more training in the classes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm too far over. So it's a little more training and not me doing everything for you. Okay. For some reason I'm just... There we go. All right, so there's that. We're going to put this on the inside. But I'm really excited about that Pretty Petals class. Hi, Connie. No worries. This is the first card we're doing. I like to get the announcements out of the way, give everybody a little bit of time to get home from work, get organized, clean up from dinner, whatever you're doing before we get started. All right, so there is our inside, and now I've already scored everything for you, but we're going to need to fold this back and fold this like this. So just fold it back, make sure it's nice and even top and bottom. I used the scoreboard, so it should be. And then we're going to score this one. All right, so now here's your card. All right. And, uh-oh, why is this card is wrong. Why is this card wrong? Okay, let me grab another kit. Hold on. That card is definitely scored wrong. See, this is the reason I don't send your stuff out early, just in case. Just in case. So let me check these. That is the worst when that happens. So I'm pulling out another one to double check. That might have been one of my earlier ones, I hope. So guess what I'm going to be doing tonight is fixing your guys' cards. That is really weird because that is so wrong. All right, hold the phone. Let me get my trimmer out here and see if this is wrong. All right, I will be fixing your cards because the one I just pulled out is also wrong. I should have double checked them, but that's all right. See if I can save this. Wow. First card, boom, fired. All right, we're just gonna go with it. And I'm just going to open up this other kit. We are just going to redo our inside here. All right. Yay. Okay, so I also, your guys' kit will look like this. These were some scraps that I had when I did some die cutting. And I thought, oh, the hearts in there, even if they're cut off, they're just still, some of them are on there, some of them aren't. I like that better than just the gold by itself. So let's do this again. Yay. Throwing another adhesive out of the way. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. All right, so we're going to add this right on here. And now I want, this one has 2 little hearts right there, 3, and then some right there. So I'm going to go with this side. So I'm just going to lay that there, mark it, and add this. All right, now we'll cut this off. Get caught back up. This is why I send the kits out the next day. Sometimes we're working on so many different things at one time. Obviously, we did those wrong, and so we are just going to fix it. I'm going to show you how I fixed it, and then I will replace your guys's for you. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. All right, so here's the inside. So what I did is I just scored it correctly. Well, this is really blinding, this light. Let me try and fix something here really quick. I'm going to fix the camera lighting a little bit and see if I can change it from being so bright. Brightness. There's so many different things to change and fix, and you know, when your computer goes off and you're not on it for a while and then you turn it back on, you got to fix all these things. All right, so what I did is it was scored too close over here. I just rescored it because, all right, hold on, 4 1/4. That's right. So why is this not right? Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. 4 1/4. This is 3 1/4, and this is 1. You know what? I bet you these aren't cut all the way. All right, we're gonna fix it right now. So we are gonna show you how to fix it. I want to make sure. Now this is embarrassing, right? Okay. Luckily, I have some extra kits that I made, so we are going to fix it. So this is how this is. This is how this is. And this one is off barely. So this one, we're going to fix it. I had it written down right, but I'm just double checking. 5/8. Score at 1. See, I even have it written right. So, all right. So this is what you're going to get, right? And I'm going to fix this one right now, but you're going to get the right one, so don't you worry. 1 5/8. So this should have been scored at 1 5/8. Not 1 3/8. Okay, so anyway, here's your card. We're going to flip it like this. We are going to fix this. And for the video, we're just going to go right over it. So it should have been 1 5/8 instead of 1 3/8. And I even wrote on my cheat sheet 1 5/8. So I don't know what happened, but we're going to fix it. Yay, fixed. And because we're going to put panels over that, we're not even going to notice. But I will fix your guys's. Almost every day, yeah, right? Okay, so now we're going to do our gold and our paper. So we're going to be doing these right here, these panels right here. So we're going to do the gold and the pink. And we're going to go ahead and glue that on the inside now that we know that this is right. So let's add. See, I miss a day and everything just goes to heck. All right. I've been in Christmas mode. We did some Christmas decorating. I've been doing a little bit of Christmas shopping. And I'm not done decorating, but we got our trees up. But not all of our garland and everything else. But I wanted to do it. My granddaughter wanted to decorate, so we did. All right. So did you see how we fixed that? So it was measured at 1 3/8. So I changed it because it was supposed to be 1 5/8. So I changed it, and that's going to leave that extra line right there, which isn't a big deal because this is what we're going to do before we add these on. I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to take the end of whatever you've got, and I'm just going to push it like that, because that is where you're going to see at the top, which now you can't, but you can down here. And you could just do the whole thing if you wanted and just kind of get rid of that crease, but I'm more concerned with just the top and the bottom with that's going to be seen. And so I'm just going to push those in. And then that one. And then you can do the rest later if you wanted to really kind of go back and get rid of those creases, but I don't really care. We're going to cover them up. All right, so I like to use liquid at this point because I like to be able to move your piece around. And you don't need a whole lot because you don't want it really thick. And because I went off, I want to make sure I don't have any on the edges, and I don't. And so I'm going to lay this out so I can see that the crease that we need there and the edge. And I'm just going to lay this down and lay that down. And I like it because you can wiggle it where you need it and get it to go right where you want it. Okay, and now we're going to turn this one and do the same thing. Are you guys watching Cobra Kai? I just finished the new episodes they put out. I am a huge Karate Kid fan. And so I had to watch that. It was really good. All right, so there we go. Make sure when you put them together that they look fairly close. I'm going to pull this one down just a tad. Okay, there we go. So there, now we have that. Now let's put this on the inside. So see, we fixed it. I was going to do the measuring, and for whatever reason, by the time I looked at the measurement, I figured I did it wrong. Okay. There we go. All right, there we go. So there's our inside, and there is our outside there. Okay, now we're going to go to our next panels, which now I have a lot on my desk because I opened up several kits. So let's see where I'm at. That's going to go there. This is going to go here. Okay, so we have our plaid piece here of Bubble Bath. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to do it with my seal, but I'm going to add some of the liquid on the middle just so I make sure it stays because it's so bumpy. Embossing folders, I like to add liquid. All right, we're going to bring that in and lay this down here. Remember, you still have seal on there, so it's going to stick. And then your liquid will make it stay where it's at. And this one, I'm going to do seal. Although I do like to make sure that I have a little wiggle room for it. You notice I used the seal from the DSP to the gold, but then I used liquid after that because you're not going to see the liquid through here because sometimes liquid can get a little bumpy. And so this is already bumpy, but if you needed to smooth it out, you can smooth it out so you don't see the bumps from the liquid. Some people, they're a little more heavy-handed with liquid glue. And so I would make sure you put it towards the middle a little bit so that when you do this, I didn't use it, but if you did, you would want to kind of move it around and get that to go flat and not see those lines on your project, right? All right, so now we're going to put this one over here and we're going to put this one over here. But let's do some stamping first and let's get our sentiment done. All right, I am going to bring in my foam mat because we're going to use a polymer stamp, and it's the Love You from the Heart of Elegance here, this one. And I used Melon Mambo, which I think I have in a different container. Card number 3 is going to, no, 4 is going to have Melon Mambo. So let's bring that out. All right, and we're going to do this. And if you look at how I stamped it, let's close this up. I have it, just look at this sentiment here. I put the L all the way up there, but the U is fairly straight right there. It's kind of hard because this is really curvy and this is pretty straight. So I looked here, but I made sure that L didn't go off. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to look at the U part, the word, and then make sure that L is right up there. So you're trying, it's going to go straight. It looks like it's crooked, but it's not. Oh, Deborah, no worries. We are just starting. This is our first card and no bingos have been played yet. So there we go. So pretty. One stamp, and that's all we're doing on this card. But you'll have to go back, Deborah, because I made some big mistakes at the beginning. It'll be really fun to watch. All right, so now you're going to have this string. And what you're going to do with the string is you are going to fold it and fold it again. Okay. And you can actually fold as much as you want, whatever works for you. If you want to do it in thirds, you can. In fact, let's probably do it in thirds because I think it'll give me a little more. If you do it in thirds, all right, so just kind of, doesn't have to be exact thirds, but close enough. Then fold it, okay? Thirds and then fold it. And then you're going to go from the front into the back. And the hole is a decent size, so it's really nice that you don't have to, it's not terrible. And then you want to make sure you grab all of those and make sure you're in the center of all of those circles right there. You're going to put this through. So in half third, third gives you a little more room to work with. Oops, I want to make sure that this goes through. This one. Make sure you get them all the way through. And then just pull them tight because you want it to be a nice tight. And then you're going to cut your threads. All right, I'm going to bring in my paper. Okay, and I'm going to come close right here. So I brought it through. I cut that. Now I'm going to cut this fairly even. Now these are my bad scissors. I should have grabbed my good ones. All right. And now what I do is I'm going to take my pokey tool or whatever you have, and I'm going to kind of shred this up a little bit. And I want this a little bit shorter. I'm going to do a little shorter. Okay. So whatever works for you. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in and I'm going to just kind of shred. I say shred, but you're going to fray your ribbon. And you can do it, you know, slowly. Just pull one of them out at a time. It's probably a little easier. It's worth the look to take your time to do this. I'll show you it up close in just a second, but just fray that to give it just a little more interest to it. So, and you can fray it all the way down if you want. So this one I frayed a lot. So see how it's just really frayed. So just keep fraying it and fray it all the way down until you get towards the bottom, and then you can kind of, you know, just bring it out and it'll really fray it for you and give it all that detail. Okay, like that. So it's a lot of fun. All right, so there's that. And now the other thing I do sometimes is like I'll stick a little bit of glue right there, or maybe a glue dot or something, but I'll just add a little bit of glue just for that little extra support right there, so this doesn't come undone or loosen up. You can also stick a glue dot underneath right there, whatever works for you. I don't even know which one I did here last time, but it's probably a glue dot. But because we're going to glue this straight down onto your panel. So what we're going to do is we are going to put this at an angle, but we've got a lot going on popping upwise. So I went ahead and put this straight down. And then I added just that little bit of extra glue. Like I said. And I'm just going to angle this where your tip is almost to the edge and your tip here is almost to the edge. Okay. Now, while we're right here, let's get our little heart. So our little heart, we're going to add some dimensional. And I believe I did a half. Turn it upside down. That way your point is going to the bottom of the heart and the top will go across the top. So just hold it. It'll fit if you're just on there just right. Okay, and then I'm going to take this backing off. And now you're going to angle the heart a little sideways because that's how it's going to fit, so you can get it on there and cover that O up there. So see how it's angled right there? It's because the O is right there and you want to get that angled. You want to get it covered. So this left part of the heart is going to kind of cover the O right there. All right, so I'm going to add that right there. And so now we have that covered up. All right, and then we're going to take this one and let's go ahead and add our panels because then we can go from here and continue on. So we are going to go right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my dimensionals on the left side because we are doing dimension. So I'm going to add them on the left side. And this is a moving card. It is a fancy fold, so I tend to be a little more liberal. I add a bit more of these, okay? Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to look at this and I'm going to be like, okay, this is going to go about right here. And you know your dimensionals are here and we have space over here. So I'm going to take my first one and I'm going to go right here. Okay. And then I'm going to put this back up and about where I want it to go. And then I know that my last one's going to go right above here. Okay, now I can just fill in those other two spots. I just want to make sure it's got a lot. It's not going to be falling off my card. All right, now we can take those off. And we can take these off. Now this is a good way to make sure that, number one, your dimensionals, if you put them on here, they're not going to be out too far. Or if you put them on here or here, they're not going to be too far over. Because normally you would think, okay, I'm going to put it on my panel and then I'm going to put it on. And then you turn it over and you've got them all sticking out. So now we're going to just go right up to here. And I'm going right to, this one probably could have gone just up a little more, but that's okay. And I'm going to pull that in. And as long as your spacing over here looks pretty straight, then you're going to be okay with your spacing. But I'm going to pull this over just a tiny bit. There we go. All right, so there's our first panel. And our second panel, we're going to do the same thing, but it's going to go here. So we know on this side we can put our pieces. And I'm going to put 3. All right, and then we're going to go here. I'm going to grab one, and I know it's going to go right about here. Okay, so you know you have enough for 2 dimensionals. And I'm going to put the other one here. And then again, you're going to put this up there. Get an idea where you're at, and you know it's going to go above there, so I'm going to go right about here. All right. Ooh, fun now. Hi, Kathy. All right, so let's take these off. And I'm going to go down about right there. All right, so there's our pieces, and this actually slides right in. Oh, you know what? That's what I get for doing it some time ago. All right, so these dimensionals on the inside right here probably did not need to go there. And now I'm realizing that because this has to tuck under. See, normally I try to spend a little time before bingo, but instead I had to undo my boxing. This is another reason why we do bingo before I send the kids out, so that when I goof up, you guys know what not to do. Okay, so we're going to take these off. We're just going to rub them off so your card will close. Wow, I'm telling you, you just can't take a day off. All right, see, we all make tons of mistakes. I'm going to take those off. Roll them off, roll them off, roll them off. Okay, so you're only going to put dimensionals right here because you want to be able to close your card. Yay! All right. Now we're going to decorate. So we have our hearts and our leaves. And I had a note that says, now see, we decorated these and then we decided, I said, I don't want to do that after all. And I don't think mine have adhesive. Some of your white ones were from another project that the white glitter had adhesive on it. And I used it. So some of them will have adhesive. And for video, I'm going to go ahead and add some seal. Just so it'll stick. And then we're just going to put it right on the top of this one. And then this one, and I don't know, I don't think this has adhesive. Let me double check. No, so this one, we're going to add our glue. And just add it onto your white. I know everybody has days like this. It's really, I planned it so that you guys could see how to fix the problem. All right, so we're going to add this right here. I like to do it from the bottom. Add that right at the bottom so that that little point goes right on. And then you can just kind of put it on like that. All right, and then now we're going to glue it. But yeah, some of your guys might have the adhesive on there, so if you want to do that. All right, we're going to add this on. Like that. And then while I'm getting other things done, sometimes I like to put a block on those just to make sure that they're setting, but whatever works for you. All right, we're going to add our dimensionals on the back. So like I said, I would not emboss those, and some of you may not have them embossed because I changed my mind and decided let's not do the embossed ones. You really couldn't see them that well for what I wanted, and I really wanted that white and pink to stick out. So we decided let's not do that. All right, so I'm going to hold this down right here because I want to work with what's going to be showing. So we're going to add that right there. And then we are going to take this and slide them like that. Okay, so we're going to put this one down first, but we're going to just kind of find your spot where you want your hearts to go. I love watching you fix it. It gives you hope. Oh, well then you're going to love tonight's show. All right, so we're going to add that heart there. They can go straight. They don't have to go straight, whatever you want. I just want them to be able to be above up here. So let's put these hearts on first. I'm going to turn this one out just a little bit. It's whatever you want. All right, and then I like to put a glue dot, but then I add glue too. Now, the couple things you can do, if you want to, you can add these to the back of the heart and glue them if you want them to be like popped up wise. Or you can do glue dots and then glue and then just kind of put them where you want them. So it's whatever works for you, whatever look you're going for. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the gold first. And you'll notice that one goes this way and one goes that way, whatever you want. I'm going to have this one go this way, and it's going to go up here. So I'm also going to add glue. And just a little, you don't need a lot. That stem's sticking out, so I'm going to do it at the bottom too. And I'm just going to slide it right under here and poke it out that way. And then this one, got the glue dot on there. Well, nothing like getting the more, I wouldn't say it's difficult, but the more crazy card out of the way, right? All right, so there are those, and now we're going to take these. And same thing, you can do them, you know, going this way or that way. This one goes this way. It doesn't really matter. It's whatever, it's your preference. I did do one of each, thinking it might make a difference, but it really doesn't. Just because they're not like they're on the sides of the flowers or anything. It's just kind of adding more. I'm going to do this with my hand. It's a little easier right here. I'm going to stick it in and then put it right there. And if your glue and adhesive is down there, just take your tool and just kind of get in there and make sure that you're pushing it down where you want it. I like to use my pokey tool, your take pick, whatever you have, for pulling them off of this, because if you try to pull it off, you may just break your stem right off, and You don't want to do that. All right, and then on this one, I'm going to come in this way some. But whatever works for you. All right, so there are those. And then we're going to add our hearts. I added the large one down here because we have a big kind of a white space right there. And then I did the little one I put up here. And then the medium, I'm going to put it right here. There we go. Yay! So don't forget, you only want to put your dimensionals over here. So you could move in just a little ways so that it's kind of, you know, in between right here, but you don't want to go too far over. Lesson learned. And the other thing is I will fix your white paper tonight so I can get these out tomorrow. But see, you can't even see that white piece, that piece that I boo-booed on, that they were scored wrong. And so just make sure that when you do that, that you want to make sure your scoring is correct. I believe what I did, well, I don't know, because I wrote down the right one. See, 1 5/8. But I did, when I brought the other paper over, I did 2 1/8 because I was thinking of this, which is 4 1/4 and half of that. And so, but these are different because this is bigger. Okay, so, because this, well, you don't want to fold it like that because of this. But anyway, it's bigger. So you want to do 1 5/8. All right, my husband's home. Yay, so the doggy is going crazy. So there you go. Cute little fancy fold. Thanks, you guys. So anyway, that is card number 1. So let me keep my ink. Move this. We're going to move this out of the way and get our bingo numbers. Is there anybody that needs their bingo numbers? If you need your bingo numbers, let me know. I'll get those for you. I really like this stamp set because look how cute. It's got like the X and O's. It's the to and the from. Be mine. Sending lots of love. Happy Valentine's Day, which would go great on that that banner. If you have this set, you know, you could do your Happy Valentine's Day or My Heart Belongs to You, and you could put that on the inside. I mean, really, really cute. There's lots of options. Let's see. Anna needs her numbers. Let me move this behind me and find out what I did with them. Oh, under the trimmer. All right, Anna, let's see. Anna, your numbers are 6, 9, 23, 24, and 30. 6, 9, 20, 6, 9, 23, 24, 30. All right, let me move these out of the way now that I've fixed my boo-boo card. Let's see, love that DSP. Oh, me too. Oh, thanks, Deborah. All right. So I'm making soup, and I totally burnt my tongue today. We had ham the other night, so I'm making navy beans, and whew, you are welcome. All right, everybody, I'm assuming you have your numbers. Again, I'm going to look at my... Make sure nobody bought November. Nope, we've got January going for sale. Okay. Here we go. Card or number 24. Number 24. If anybody has any questions about bingo, I don't think we have any new people, but if you do, let me know and I'll explain it to you. Number 9, as you see, you're going to put your B's in there. If I call one of your numbers, if I call another one of your numbers, you're going to put BI and so on. And so when you are ready to put in bingo, have the word ready to go and ready to hit enter. There is one winner for bingo. The second person is a consolation prize. And you will win a $100 shopping in my shop. And anything over 100, I will invoice you for, and you pay the difference, and it's shipped directly to your house. Number 29. Your kits will go to you in the mail tomorrow, and you will come back to this video, and I will put a timestamp below, and it will, you can skip to the card numbers and jump over all the bingo stuff. Number 4. Lots of BIs. Anna and Cheryl with the BI. I mean, lots of B's, 2 BIs. Number 16. Ooh, Sherry has a BIN. Number 23. Number 30. I go a little faster in the beginning just because there's nobody's going to get bingo in the first few. Although it's been very close one time. Ooh, Anna has a BIN. Number 1. Deb and Margie both with the BI. Tanya, Sarah with the BI. Ooh, Anna with the BING. Number 20. Robin with the BIN. Tanya, BING. Let me mix them up. Number 10. Number 10. Number 14. Sherry also has a BING. Number 7. Number 19. Ooh, Anna has a bingo. Let's see, Anna. 6. Am I not seeing 6? I don't see 6, Anna, and that's the first. Oh, she took it away. Okay. All right. Sarah has a BING. Anna was just getting ready. All right, let me mix it up because I was unfocused here. Number 13. Anna was ready to go. Sarah's right there with you. 25. Remember, it's the first person that yells bingo, that writes bingo. Hi, Olivia. Angelique, we have the BIN. Beverly. Marva. Ooh, Margie and Deb both have BING now. Number 11. Okay, I'm going to slow down just a little bit. Remember, it's the first person that yells bingo. Oh, Deb. Deb has bingo. Let's see. Get to the ends here. All right, 5, 7, 16, 23, and 25. Deb has bingo. Congratulations, Deb. I'll write that down. Deb number 1. Okay, Robin says she has bingo. Let's take a look. Robin has 1, 5, 9, 11, and 30. Because I've already gotten those numbers in. Robin, you have a consolation prize coming your way, but if you'd like, you can continue on to try for another bingo. We have 3 more chances. It is up to you. That is, I should have said that at the beginning, but you guys know that's what I do. So the first person that gets the consolation prize in a bingo, you can continue on if you would like. Oh, Sherry does too. Let me go look. Let's see. I'm going back up. Oh, Sherry does have a bingo. Let me look. So Sherry had a bingo. All right, let me go back up. Who had it first? Deb and then Sherry. Okay, so Sherry, let's check Sherry. Sorry, Robin. Sherry's got you beat. So Sherry, thank you. I didn't see that. I was looking for Deb's numbers. Sherry, where are you? 4, 9, 11, 20, and 24. Okay, so Sherry actually is the one with the consolation prize. Let me scroll back down on messages here. Deb. Okay, I'm going back. Look, Sherry has bingo too. Sherry will continue on, so no consolation prize. Continue on. So that was game number 1. You're continuing. Okay. All right. So Sherry's continuing on. And Deb, you are the winner of bingo number 1. And so you are out for the rest of bingo. You can only win 1 bingo. And so it looks like make sure you have my email and message me your order. Anything over $100 I'll invoice you for, and you can pay the rest on the invoice, and then I'll submit your order and it will get shipped directly to you. Remember, at $150 it is you do get the host rewards. You get everything as if you were putting the order in. And if your order needs to be in for the month of November. So it needs to be submitted to me in November, okay? All right, so let me move those out of the way. Yay, congratulations. All right, and so Robin, you get to continue playing. Yay. Let's see. All right, so now we're moving on to card number 2. Card number 2 is so cute. Look at this. I thought this card was so cute. And we just have the same in the inside. So let's hope this one goes a little smoother, right? Yay. All right, so there's that card. So let's just get started. We've got a little bit of coloring to do. You know, I can't stamp for you. So let's add all of our little pieces. You've got some gems right there, so be careful. You should have a 2-piece lily pad and then 2 individual ones. So there's 1 large one, 2 smaller, and then you have 2 large and 1 small pink flowers. Move those. You have your gems. Move those up. And your 2 ducks. So move those up. And we're going to do some stamping and some coloring. But we'll add all the white items. So we have 2 of the cattails and that there, the frame, and your sentiment. And then we're going to set all the DSP aside. And we are going to go to the inside and put that together. Oh, Robin, thank you. Yeah, I was looking for the numbers, so I did not see it. So thanks you guys for paying attention. All right, so let's bring our silicone mat in, and we're going to add our adhesive here. And bring that in. There we go. And I like to do the little ones here with this, just so I can squeeze it in there, slide it in where I need it. Right up to the edge there, and then make sure that this is butting up against the other paper, not overlapping it. These poor scissors are the ones that took my dimensionals off, so I'm going to clean those really quickly with a little bit of alcohol, because I did the dimensionals, and I do use these for sticky stuff like these tips and stuff, and I get glue, but those dimensionals really. Now once I clean them on that, then I close them up so that I can get in there and really kind of get everything off without cutting myself, because even though I use these for dimensionals and glue and whatever else, they will cut your fingers, so be careful. All right. My granddaughter was so cute when she was here. She was reading to her Papa. She was reading Nancy Drew, and she is in the 4th grade. And he was explaining to her about how to read when there's an exclamation point, and when you're reading a quote, when there's quotations, and when there's a question mark. She was so cute. She was like very animated when she was reading, because she wanted to do what Papa was helping her with, and how to reflect and all that. And oh, she was having a ball. So now they're going to start reading on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, 15 minutes on the phone, every Tuesday and Thursday. So I thought that was really sweet. All right, so there we go. There's our inside. So just add your DSP and that. Remember, they don't have to be any specific sizes. I do it with whatever scraps I have, but normally 3/4. This is going to be by 5 1/4. And then this I usually do 1/4, but if it's a little bigger, a little smaller, it's a scrap out I already have, I do not recut it. I just do whatever is close works for me. All right, then you're going to have this large piece. So let's go ahead and we're going to put that on. Might as well do it now. If you wanted a lot of ducks in the background, look how cute that would be. You would put these in the background. You could still have all those little ducks swimming around if you wanted more of a duck scene, but we're going to go with this one. One of the things to know is when you are doing a mass production, so let's say you wanted to make a bunch of birthday cards to have on hand to give out. There was 2 different pieces of paper with ducks. These are all in the water, and then you've got the ducks that are standing around. Don't use the other side of this paper for this, because you're not going to have enough for your project. So you're going to run out of all your die cutting, and then you're not going to have enough for your strips. Now you could just use small strips, you know, like this, and cut those off and still do your die cutting in the middle. This was easier, and I have a lot of this paper because I've done several cards with the lily pond paper. So I was fine doing a whole sheet, and it's actually easier. But it's just kind of lesson rule of thumb. Try not to use the same side for the same project, because you will run out. Happens to me often. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and add these two together, okay? Because as long as you center that fairly good, you're going to be fine. When you look, what I did here is I added it to the orange and then I popped up this piece on top. So I like to kind of get all my pieces put together and then continue adding on top of stuff. As long as you don't have to tie a ribbon or thread or anything around it. I used to love reading Nancy Drew when I was young. So did I. That's why I got them for her. Oh, thanks, Twyla. Yeah, I bought them for her last year and I knew they were going to be a little old for her. Ooh, I want to make sure this is square. I'm pretty certain it is, but you know, I want to make sure I put it on right. And so I bought her the whole collection. Costco had it. And so I bought her the whole collection. And she took the first 10 books home and left the other ones here. Because they were a little old for her and we knew she wasn't going to get through them. So, all right. So you can go ahead and add this on. Just make sure your sides are close. I did put this directly down. So see, it was a good image to use this, the peach color, because we have the fish on the other side. Koi, I guess. So just kind of, eyeball it. I started at the bottom. It does go top to bottom. So I just kind of eyeballed it and got it the close as I could. I mean, I'm not going to bring out my ruler, but it's really, really close. All right, so that's close enough for me. She had a ball, and oh my gosh, if you guys missed the video with Addison, I think it was, I don't know, somebody told her that she had really pretty long hair, and she kind of stood up and she goes, "Oh, thank you." I was laughing so hard. She just was like, "Oh, thank you," like she had to show off her hair. It was funny. All right. Now we're going to do some coloring. So let's get our stamping out of the way. So did I take my stamp out? So what we're using is the Charming Duck. We are using the dies, of course. I did a lot of the die cutting for you. And then I went ahead and used this because it just fit perfectly across the top, which is on the Peaceful Season. I love these dies. And so I thought it was you, Gloria. And when she chose her names for the prizes, she said, "I chose Gloria because she liked my hair." Oh. And so your gift is coming with your bingo. But I thought that was really funny. She was just like, "That was so nice of her to mention my hair." She had her hair cut short for a while, so she was very happy that her hair was getting long again. And she went with bangs, but now they're like looking all crooked because she wants curtain bangs now. So, got to do what you got to do, she said. Because I said, "Do you want me to fix your bangs? You want me to trim your hair?" "Oh, no, I'm growing them for curtain bangs." Okay. And she took forever to even let us cut her bangs. She didn't want bangs, and then she did. It's whatever the girls in school are doing. Okay, so the happy birthday I'm using is coming from Charming Duck. So we're just going to put this right here on top. Right there. Yay, happy birthday. All right, so we have our happy birthday. Oh, let me get my block. All right. Okay. Now, we don't need this anymore, but we are going to need some colors. And I know I took out my colors. What did I do with them? I think I stacked them out and I put them back. Okay, so that we're going to set aside. But now we're going to bring in our tails here. So we are going to color. So let me put that down. I'm going to put a different color underneath so you guys can see. Here, look at this beautiful scrap. All right, we're going to need to use that so you guys can see. So we're going to use our Granny Apple Green Dark and our Dark Peach Pie. So let's start with this. And I like to use the brush end. And I am just going to go right here and down. I'm like, it doesn't look like Granny Apple Green, but I think it lightens up, so. And we're just gonna go right there. All right, so there's our leaves. There we go. And I'm going to bring in my leaves for over here too. And I'm just going to do the leaves for the fox, or I want to say foxtails, the cat tails. Be careful because you don't want to lay this over your, oh, don't forget the top part. We're going to do those little tiny top parts right there. I guess green probably wasn't the best color to bring in, but it's all right. All right, so there's that one. I don't want to forget the tops right here, so let's bring this back in. And I like to do the little tops in the green. There we go. And now we're going to do this side. And on this one right here, see how I kind of came up from the side? I'm just going to come up from the side right here. And then I'm going to come to this one. And this one. We're going to color that green anyway, so we don't have to worry about it. We're just using the blends on this part, because it's going to kind of be partially covered up anyway. You'll see what I'm talking about. Let's do our tops. All right, so there we go. Yay! So we have that done. Oh, let's finish this. All right, so our dark peach. We're gonna do our cattails. And you could do them a different color. I know they're more of a brown, but I think with this pretty paper and how bright this is, I stuck with the peach pie, but I did do the dark peach pie. All right, so we're going to have to color these in. Oh, I'm excited about filming my Pretty Petals class. I've got some bling on some cards. All right, last one. All right, so there we go. So there's our coloring for that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in some blending brushes. I'm laughing because I know I took those colors out and I'm like, what did I do with them? But I have colors in another bucket and they're not in there, so I'll just go find them again. All right, we need some Balmy Blue and Granny Apple Green. And we are going to do a little bit of coloring. So we're going to do our, let's do our Balmy Blue first. Good night. Have a good night. All right, so we're going to do our blue, and we're going to do the top. So just kind of get an idea, because this right here is part, this is going to be part of the green. So we're going to do the sky to about right there. So I'm going to start off over here. And I'm going to come in and go down to about right there. And I'm one that does like my edges a little darker, but it's up to you. If you don't, then just be real careful about, you know, how you bring in your color. But I don't mind having the darker edges. And I'll show you on my other card. I just kind of like them like that. And sometimes I go back up that way to make them a little darker. Like I'll come back this way. All right, so we're just going to make our sky. And blend it right about there. All right, so there's our blue. So super easy. I love doing die cutting with white and then bringing in our color. I like it so much better than like these, like cutting these out and doing these in the two different colors. I just love doing stuff in white and then adding color because it just gives you, oh, I have a little bug in here. It just gives you that much more depth to your card, I think. All right, so we are going to now go to Granny Apple Green. And this is going to be, these lily pads are going to be covered up. So we're going to start off the side, and then I'm going to come in with the green. So it doesn't really matter if you're going over those or not. Okay. But you really want to make sure you get your green in there. And it doesn't have to be as dark as those, so don't worry about that. I mean, you don't have to color those with the green if you don't want. You could do them, you could just do them with this if you wanted, and then, but I think it's easier to make sure that you get these with the peach pie versus the, yeah, now that's a little dark right there. You don't want to really do that, but, and then so you can make this as dark as you want and just kind of keep going. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll stop right there. So there's your panel right there. Okay, so those were Granny Apple Green and Balmy Blue. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to pop this up on top of our card, and then we're going to layer everything together. So let's go ahead and add our dimensionals. So I like to add pretty close to the bottom because you want to make sure that is going to be secure. So I'm going to put full ones in on the corners. And then I'm going to do, we're going to add ones here. So I'm going to just add another large one where I can. And then I'm going to add a half of one right here, because you just want to make sure that that's secure. And I have a half of one right here. I'm going to go as close as I can there. Now the other thing I do is I will do full ones closer to the inside of your circle. So I'm going to do one right there. I just want it to be secure when you, so you can add as much or as little as you want. So I like to put the half ones on the sides just to make sure your project's not going. So I'm probably going a little overboard, but you know, I want to make sure my everything's okay. I'm going to put one more. All right, so I think that's more than enough, but that's okay. So I'm just going to take all these off. And if you're watching this on a replay and you missed bingo, a lot of people actually sign up knowing that they're not going to play bingo. They just want the kits. So don't worry about it. You're going to get your kits. You'll be able to come back and just skip all the chatter and go right to your project. So then it kind of turns into a class, right? You have your projects and your video to watch and you're good to go. All right, so you want to be careful of this because now this, you want to be up above it so that you can put this straight down on it and get it where you want so that your blue piece is within this right here. So we're going to just come in and make sure your blue piece, I'm looking at the bottom. I'm going to bring it down to where I know I am centered and I can see the orange top and bottom because the blue is going to definitely fit inside. Okay, so now I have all of my peach top and bottom. So it's nice and even. I can see it top and bottom and left and right. Oh, my head was in the way. Sorry, guys. Hi, Gwen. This is only card number 2, so you are okay. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our leaves and we're going to be adding these on and all of our little bits and pieces. So let's do our cattails first. Okay, so we're going to have these kind of, I moved these just a little bit so they're kind of intertwined with these. So you can kind of move them to where you want, to where you can see all 4. So I'm just going to add some glue because we're going to pop the ducks up. I didn't worry about the cattails. If you wanted to, you can put mini dimensionals on there. So let me see if I've got my mini dimensionals right here cut. So here's some ones that are cut. So if you wanted to, we could put it on the top one right here. And I already added glue to the bottom. So I'm going to put this right here. And just put that down. And that's going to hold the rest down because you're going to be putting everything else on here, so you don't have to worry about that. Then this one, I am going to put this one out a little bit more. So you can put this leaf right on top of that other one if you want. And we're going to add our little half dimensionals, one right here. And this one right here. Okay. Because they're kind of sticking outward. All right. And they pop up. It's not even. You notice we're gluing this down, but we're popping those up, and it's okay. It's a plant. So some are, you know, they're not flat. So we're just going to put this right about right here. Okay, you don't have any glue on those anyway. You just have glue down here on these, a dimensional here, and on these two. All right, now we're going to put our ducks. I need a new dimensional. Oh, I can definitely see tonight, Gwen, so that's good. I don't know what happened. I know you said you were playing away and we did not see you. All right, so we're going to put this right here. Because there's a hole right here, I'm going to add a little dimensional right here. And we're going to add glue to this side. So see how we're adding our different color. We're going to take that off. And we're going to add that right in here. It doesn't fit exactly, but I wanted to put those there to kind of show up in between the ducks. All right, so this one, we're going to add right here on his tush. I'm going to do a little half one on his feet, because that's what this guy is doing right here. All right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to add our other lily pad right there, just because we want to make sure that our duck is going to go right on top of it. But we want to see, do we need a dimensional or do you want glue? It just depends on where you're laying everything. So I'm adding a little bit of glue to go right on top of my little lily pad right here. All right, and then we have the small lily pad. We're going to add the little flower. Right here. We're going to add the large one over here. So I like to put those on, that way you can kind of decide on your placement of your duck. I'm going to put that right there. All right, and because they die cut together, and I don't want to leave that one there, if you put him over here and that's still kind of partially showing, we're just going to go ahead and add this one on top there. Oops. All right, so we're just going to add that right there. And it's okay, it's not covering that up. It is covering this part up because the duck is going to be covering the other spot over here, like this. All right, and we're going to pop him up. And I'm going to look to see, because I think I did, yes. I put 2 dimensionals. So we're going to put this on his body. We don't need it on the tail, but I do like to put some on his feet. Right there. And then I'm going to put that there. And on his head, we're going to put 2 mini dimensionals. So you're going to take this off. And we're going to add another one on it. And I usually like to line them right up. Same with this guy, because when you notice, he's going to be over here, but we still have to put we have to put this guy up out there in the water. So we're going to put that, and I'm not going to glue this down yet. Let's just put it about right there. Kind of figure out where our duck is going to go. And I'm going to have him move up a little. So we do need 2 little mini dimensionals on his head too. Okay. Because we've got this difference of layers right there. All right, so now if we have him here and his head right there, we're going to move him back a little bit. I want to see that flower. And we could put another dimensional right there. All right, so let's put this little guy up. All right, so we're going to take this and we are going to put this one, I'm just going to lay it here, just like in between all those lily pads. We're going to take our duck, and I want him back a little ways and up. So we see this flower. Okay, and then I'm going to move this down just a tad. Notice I just laid it there, so I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. I don't need it right up in his face. And then this little guy, we're going to bring it down here. So just remember to put the 2 dimensionals on the head so that when you add it to the card, this layer's lower than this layer. All right, so I definitely want to make sure we're covered up right there where that weird lily pad doesn't fit. There we go. All right, now we're going to pop up our sentiment up here. So let's add our dimensionals, and let's see. I'm going to put them on the banner, not on here, because just in case we miss it. And notice I do put them out towards the end a little bit because number one, I want to make sure that it secures this, because even pulling these out of the die, this could, you know, kind of get messed up a little bit. But up at the top, we're going to do this. And we're going to add, I'm just going to add, oops, where am I? 3, 2, and I'm going to come out this way a little bit. All right, that way we know this is going to cover that up, and you know you've got the 2 bigger dimensionals there. So let's take these off. Let's take these off. All right, and then I'm going to try not to get my head in the way, but you know, I went right up to the top of the blue, but this one I'm going to pull down just slightly. And I'm going to make it go to the right just a tiny bit. So one of the things you could do is, because I'm noticing I'm looking at the top of here, but I want these banners to be pretty much even, but I kind of want to see a little bit of blue at the top. But I want to make sure my banner is about even on both sides. So right about there. There we go. All right, so there we go. And then we just have to add our gems. Now, on the inside, remember, you've got all these really cute sayings on here. So we did happy birthday, but you could put hello friend, you make me happy, have a lovely day, which I would probably do happy birthday, have a lovely day. But let's put our embellishments on so don't lose those. And I decided I put one, you know what was funny? I kind of thought these look like eggs. They're the little deckled ones, you know? And I thought, oh, just put one right here like he's, and then I said, that looks like he's laying an egg, so I had to change it. But I just decided to put one on each side of the banner just because there's a lot of white right there. And so there we go. There's our cute little card. But how cute would it be to take your cattail right here, and you've got this so you can stamp them, and you can put them on the inside right here if you want it up the side. It would be really cute too. So that is card number 2. So see how they, I mean, you can make them look darker or lighter or whatever you want. You can make this look really dark, like my boo-boo there. I could have just, and normally I would have just continued on and did it a lot greener, a lot darker. But with the video, I don't want to sit here all day doing that for you, but you get the idea. So there we go, card number 2. I love this set, and I'm so glad I still have a bunch of it because I will be making more because it's such a cute set. All right, so let me put this back here behind me. That was number 2. Move my colors aside here. And we're ready for bingo. All right, so this is bingo number 2. Good luck, everybody. Oh, I'm glad you guys liked it. It is such a cute set. I just love that lily pond. The whole thing is so adorable. All right, number 28. This is bingo number 2. Number 10. Number 20. Oh, I got a glare right there. Let's pull them down a little bit. All right, Mary Jo's got a B. Deb. Number 16. Number 23. So during bingo, I try to do a little bit of techniques too for you guys. Number 5, just so you can kind of see, you know, different ways to do things. So you'll see another technique here in just a little bit. Number 14. Lots of B's. Tanya with the BI, Sarah, number 18. Number 25. And number 6. All right, Barb has BI, Eileen, Tanya, Sarah. BIN for Eileen. 24. And Barb has BIN, Margie. $17. Sarah and Tanya both have BIN and Anna. Number 19. Kathy has a BIN. Ooh, Eileen has BING. Number 26. Cheryl and Dolores with BIN. $29. Number 9. Margie has a BING. Karen with the BIN. Marva, Beverly, all with BIN. Number 1. Ooh, lots of BINs. BING for Cheryl and Anna. All right. Olivia has a BI. Number 30. Number 30. Ooh, lots of BINGs. Uh-oh. Anna has bingo. Let's see. 6, 9, 23, 24, and 30. Yay, Anna! Okay, so Anna has a bingo and Tanya. So, okay, Anna, congratulations, Anna. Anna won number 2 bingo, and Tanya, you, let me double check your numbers, but you get a consolation prize, or you can continue on with bingo. So let's see. Tanya, 1, 16, 28, 24, and 30. So Tanya, it's up to you. Do you want to continue on, Or do you want, and for another chance at a bingo, or would you like a consolation prize? And for Beverly won a bingo. Beverly, there's only one consolation prize, but let me see what you've got here, just so we know. Beverly, 5. Oh, 5, 9. Just in case somebody else falls through. 17, 23, and 30. So you would have had one. Let's see, Tanya. You want to continue on at a chance for another bingo. Okay. So Tanya, let me write that down. Number 2, consolation, and you want to continue on instead. Okay, perfect. All right, congratulations. For real this time. Beverly, next time after you have BING, have the O on there ready to go, and then as soon as you get it, just hit enter. That way, hopefully you can beat everybody else. All right, congratulations. Good job. All right, I don't see any other ones. Making sure. Okay, good job. Woo, that was a good one. All right, I'll mix those up some more. Yay. Okay, card number 3 is actually pretty quick and easy, and I hope you guys will give it a try and make some yourself, because it's pretty and quick and easy. So you know that I've had a lot of this paper, and this paper is from the Iconic Celebrations. Quick and simple. This shimmer paper is on the clearance rack. So if you want this shimmer paper, it's on the clearance rack. There's a link to the products below. So take a look. Quick and easy. Now you'll notice that I originally did this in Petal Path, which was not my favorite. So I decided to change it out. I did the card in the basic gray, so I decided to change that out. So it's going to look a little bit different. And so here we have our Wanted to Say dies, and we are just going to add some glue. To our words and add them on our die cut. That Wanted to Say is a fantastic set. That's the one with the words like, I think is there a get well on that? I don't know. I've done a couple of them. And so we're going to use our glue and add those on here. And I like to take my pokey tool or your take pick, whatever, and just kind of make sure you get them exactly where you want them. And it gives you guides to where your, like where your Y comes out right there, and your P's, just make sure you have them where you want them. My numbers need to be retired. Okay, everybody's going to have to get a fresh one. All right, so now we're gonna, okay, if you have glue stuck at the end of your bottle, make sure you take that off, because when you're trying to glide your glue on anything, it's gonna like give you kind of stick. And so when you clean it off, it works a lot better. So our microwave runs by itself. It's magic. So when we close the door after we take food out, it continues running. So I kind of had a feeling this was coming, because it's been doing weird stuff for like the last 6 months, mainly just to me. So my husband went, I think, to go get some parts and was trying to look for the right size of microwave to fit in there. Is the glue bottle refillable? Yes, it sure is. I got it off of Amazon. When I bought them, I think it was like a dozen or 2 dozen pack, but I think you can get different quantities. But you get a bunch of them. It has a little rubber thing. I took that off, and I always put a stainless steel needle in the top like that, because it just stays a lot better for me. And the glue just stays in good shape, that I can just take that out and use it. It doesn't get all gummed up or anything. And I love them. They get really dirty, so what I do is I take my tissue, I don't know if I think I threw that other one away, that has alcohol on it, and wipe my bottle off, and it comes off nice and clean. All right, so there's our happy birthday. We are going to take the white. Now you could emboss this if you wanted. I just kind of thought about that right now, but I just did it in the white because I really wanted the words to pop up. So we're going to just, I'm going to do glue because we're doing glitter, even though this is that smooth shimmer one. So I'm just going to add glue. Oh, except that's the wrong side. So I'm going to quickly rub that on there and put it on the other side. I'm like, ooh, that's so smooth. All right, we're going to put that right on here. So on Friday night, my son is taking his wife. They're going out to dinner. And guess who gets to watch the babies? I get to watch Grayson and Brewer, so I'm excited. I get all the snuggles I want. What's nice about being a grandparent is you can just hold them and keep holding them, because who cares if they're getting spoiled, right? You're sending them back home. So I will be snuggling all night, and I'll eat dinner before they come, so I can just sit there, and when my husband says, oh, do you want me to make you a plate? I'll be like, nope, I'm just going to sit here and hold my little one. Okay, I think I need another one right there, but since I don't have, I think a mini is a little too small, so I'm going to go with a half right here. There we go. We're going to add this on top because we want to pop it up. Our microwave was doing the same thing, and it only needed a small switch replaced in the door. Ooh, I'll tell him. He said he's going to have to take it apart this weekend. He went to the store, to the hardware store in Costco tonight, so I don't know what he ended up doing. But apparently our microwave is a different size. So I don't know if we're going to be able to find the same microwave. Okay, so here's another thing. By holding right here, I can't see down here, so I'm just going to bring in my tweezers again. And these are with the adhesive embossing kit, which are my favorite tweezers. All right, I think that is good right there. So see, I'm doing the B and the Y right there, and then the H just fits perfectly. So that's going to go there. And we are also going to put dimensionals on the back of here. Look at me. Normally I start from the inside, and I got so excited I did not do that. All right. I like to angle my dimensionals to where I'm putting them. I'm going to put that one and this one. All right, so that's good. We'll set that aside. So let's do some coloring. So on the inside, again, I took a strip of that shimmer. And we're going to put that together. And this paper is so nice because the candles, you could just, this is what's on the other side. So I did like the full set of candles for the front, and then I just did like a portion of the candles for the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and take this off. Now my dog's outside. You can hear him out. Like, he's got the whole backyard, and he's got to come and bark right outside my window. All right. That's going to go there. And then we'll add our glimmer piece here. So let's put that on. Again, use your scraps. And this one, if it's a tad short, all I do is shorten the card a tiny bit. You don't even notice. But I'm not going to waste scraps, right? So that's the whole point of how I add these on the inside of the card is, well, this one actually is fine, but I think I went a little over right here. So I'm going to cut that with my good scissors because it's just the paper, no adhesive. But then on this side I have adhesive, so I'm going to use these scissors right there. And then we're going to add this onto the pink. The last card is the hibiscus card. It is super fun set to play with. All right, so let's add this to our pink. I feel like my head is going to be in the way again. There we go. So really easy card and one piece of paper, because in that set you've got the confetti paper, which on the other side of that is that, and then you've got the candle paper, which just has a lot of candles going across. And so I pulled those out. I had a lot of those papers because I made, remember the little, well, if you did the any more than autumn class, I did the plaid paper from that set and made cards and the little boxes. And so I have a lot of this paper. And so I was like, all right, we got to start using this paper. And I made the Christmas card out of some of that paper. And there's a lot of things I've been using for that. Okay, inside done. So let's do this and get this on. This is a great mass production card. All right, we're going to go ahead. Now, I should have added this on here first. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring in my silicone mat because I added adhesive already. And I'm just going to put that on there because once I put this on here, I may need to trim the side off. And it is terrible to try to do that when it's already glued down, right? So let's go ahead and add this. I'm going to do it in glue. It's going on glimmer, and I can wiggle it into the spot that I want it to go. So we're just going to line that up right there. And I believe this went side to side. So, ooh, I need glasses. All right, so this is going to go right up to the edge, but you want it to be even. But see, you can put it on there. You can do a little wiggling to get it right where you want it. Sometimes I like to hold it up just to make sure that it looks okay. And then my dog is just barking away. And then we're going to add this on here like that, and that's where my lines would come in. So what we're going to do, and this isn't straight on here, but we're going to put, I can see through the silicone mat, so I'm going to make sure my bottom line goes right on this line right here, or as close to it as possible. It doesn't have to be exact, but I want this to go on straight. So I'm going to do it in liquid in case I need to move it around just a bit. And notice I don't need to put my liquid really thick at all because this is definitely going to stick. All right, so I'm going to hold my mat down and I'm going to do it, after I lay this. I don't have my sticky off of that yet, but I want to put it on there so that when I put this down, I don't go too high. we are going to go right on the dotted line there. So we're just going to go move to this a little higher. All right, I'm going to go right on that dotted line. I want just enough dots on the bottom to see it. Okay, there we go. All right, now we are good to go ahead and add this. He's being a dog having, yeah, our neighbors have a little dog that goes out in the side yard, and it seems like they plan their time to go out because it seems like they're always out there at the same time. And then we have another dog on the other side, but we hardly ever hear him. His name's Cooper. All right, so there's that. Okay, so we're going to glue this and put it on the front of the card. Easy peasy. And you could change this out. You could pull the blue or the green out and really make it into a masculine card too. Same idea. It's got candles. It's got a little bit of pink on it, but you know what? It's that moody mauve. It's not even really a bright pink or anything. So I definitely think you could get away with doing green and blue. So it's got, it looks like boho blue or misty moonlight, probably both, and mossy meadow. And you can turn that into a masculine card. I think there's some, I don't remember what color glitter, what other glitter. Okay, here we are again. So I'm going to do it this way so I can see the sides. Get an idea what's about even. That's fine, that's close enough. But I like to look at this right here because you want that nice and even, then this should be even as long as your strip is even. So just kind of pay attention to what is this. This DSP is the Iconic Celebrations. And now we're going to need some gems, some sequins on here. So I believe, I'm trying to see which ones I have. I have a bunch of sequins. I just have to remember what I did with them. I want to make sure I'm using the ones that are going in your kit. And I don't recall. I think it's these. I think it's these. Okay, so we're just going to do the pink ones because they're close. They're not the moody mauve, but they're close enough. So we're just going to do a large and a small. And then another small over here, and there we go. So, cute, fun card. See how fast that was? So notice, this one I started out with Pebble Path, but then I decided I wanted to do the darker gray because it just goes with it better, I thought. And then I liked it because I thought that the words popped out a lot better with it. So I decided to switch that out and do the darker gray versus this one. I thought this one looked a little blah compared to this one. Kind of hard to tell on camera, but anyway. So there we go. Card number 3. Yay! All right, now who is going to win the third bingo is what I want to know. Who is ready to win? I know some of you are wanting to switch out your numbers, but I have a good feeling we're going to have a new person this time. Although we don't have a new person, never mind. We're going to have somebody that's played bingo before win. It's funny, last month we had a lot of new people, but this month a lot of you returned, but you're not new anymore. Anna's not going to win for sure. I know that for sure. Robin says her. Come on, Deborah. Be positive. Oh, yeah. I guess, Deborah, you're probably not going to win. Whoever has the right numbers. Yep. All right, here we go. Number 11. Number 11. If you did not play bingo, I actually still have some kits available. So if you are interested in any of these bingo kits tonight, you can still buy them. They still are the regular $40, which is kind of like the price of my classes. But you'll get this video to go back and you can create them. Your numbers are unlucky this year. One of the things I forgot to mention earlier, and I want to quickly just mention it, is I am having a card kit bundle. So bingo classes, bingo and class card kits, $35 for 12 kits. That includes your shipping, and it's while supplies last. And I have quite a few kits from, and it could also be just cards that I've made. It could be extra, kits of different things. So I will just bundle them up and send them in a package to you, and you'll have all kinds of kits to create with. All right, number 7 is the next number. The thing I would recommend with that is check the bingos to see if any of those kits are in a bingo. Obviously, I can't stamp, so you're going to have to make your own stamping, but you'll have everything else, all the hard work done. You just have to come up with whatever you want to put on it or look it up. Number 15. If it's from a class, you will not be able to see that because I don't share my classes unless you pay for the class. Deb, there's a link. Ooh, if there's not a link below, it's on my blog. I'll add the link after this class. 29. After bingo, I'll add the link. I don't think I added it, but it is in the class and bingo section where you would normally sign up for bingo. Number 2. And if you purchase 2, then you're going to get 24 cards. So, and on and on. So basically shipping's free. You're paying for the kits. 23. Number 28. Ooh, we have a BIN from Marcie. Number 19. $24. Olivia has a BI, Eileen, Angela, BIN with Margie. Ooh, lots of BIs. Ooh, Olivia, BING, 20. Go, Olivia, go. Go, Kathy, go. BIN. Oh, great, Gwen. Number 10. Oops, I'll put that over there. And I'll keep you guys apprised. I will post on my Facebook page when the kits are getting low. But I have quite a few kits from lots of different things. Number 26. A lot of times I'm like, I got to use this paper and I'll make a bunch of kits. And just thinking I'm going to go back and make those cards as either thank you cards or whatever. And then I just end up wanting to create something else. Number 1. Number 25. Ooh, lots of BINs. Number 5. Let's see. Sherry, Marva, Sarah, Karen, Paula, Tanya. Let me stir them up, shake them up. Ooh, Margie has a BING. And Eileen. 17. and Karen and Paula. All right, you guys, be ready. Let me stir. Oh, Eileen has a bingo. Let's double check. Eileen. Number 5, number 11, number 19, 23, and 25. Eileen, congratulations. That is bingo number 3. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Is there anybody else? Anybody else? All right, congratulations, Eileen. Yay. Yay, yay. Good job. So many of you were so close. Number 4, that'll be yours. That'll be yours. All right, card number 4 has got some technique. I got to bring the whole bucket over. It's got a lot of stuff to do. And it's with the Happy Hibiscus. So we're going to be using, here's the dies. Uh-oh, hold on. I'm going to go grab the stamp set so I can show you. And I had the dies to show you something else. And then I cleaned my desk up. And then guess what happened? I don't have it right here. Well, I was going to show you. Oh, here it is. I found what I was going to show you. Yay. Because if you don't have this set, you definitely want it. So let me grab the stamp set because I didn't pull that out. And I moved stuff around. So let me find it. Well, here it is. All right, so the Happy Hibiscus is really a fun set, and I hope you guys have it because obviously I can't stamp with you, but there's other ways that we can use this set, and that's what I wanted to show you today. All right, so I'm going to show you that here are the dies, and it's a hybrid set, right? So, oh, look at, I have some extras in here. So you have the hybrid set, and like you've seen before, you take your dies, oops, they go on this side. So, and they snap in, but like, they're not like, they don't snap in like you can lift this up and fly it around. They will come out, but it does, you can feel that it just kind of, it goes in and then it sticks, okay? So what you would want to do is put your paper here and then turn it this way so that you can die cut, all right? So you definitely want to do where you can put it like that. You're going to put your paper down, then you're going to close it, then you're going to run it through, okay? But because this is bingo, I did that for you. So I keep my folder in here so I know where it's at. Okay, so then what you're going to do is, look at how cute this stamp set is. It's got like some little hash marks here. Thanks for being so kind. Congratulations, you make me smile. Great set. So you saw these, and this is what you're going to get. They're embossed and everything, so you'll get some of these in your kit. But I wanted to show you what the stamping does. So when you stamp them, oh, not that one. I mean, you get the little flower, but you can, I gold embossed these. Look how pretty these are. Oh, these are the, so I want to make a card with this because you have your outside stamps and then you have the inside. And so what I did is I added different colors on there, and I think I used daubers with these, and you could just use your different colors and come up with your colors that you want. And like I said, I gold embossed these, so you can do, you know, make a card with this. So I will be making a card with this, and with my little white flowers. So you'll see something coming your way with that on a video. But I wanted to show you the options that you have. All right, so now let's get to the card. So this is what we're going to make. So you don't have to use the stamp. Okay, so I'm going to give you these. So this is your kit here. And I said need gems because you guys are getting the gems. All right, so we're going to pull this out. And so let's move this aside and let's put our card together first. So let's start with the inside. And I stamped the inside. Okay, so if you have the stamp set, you can stamp the inside. If you don't, then you can just add something in it. I stamped it because I wanted to show you the technique that I did here with the blending brushes, but also I wanted to show you that you can use the stamp. All right, so we're going to just go ahead and add this on here. And I'm not going to stamp it just because you guys can't stamp it anyway. But if you have it, that's what I would recommend. If you wanted to, you could take one of your other little flowers, because you do not have to put your little flower right here. You could just do the 2 large ones and some little ones, and you can add those on the inside. So that's kind of the options that you can do. So I wanted to just kind of show you that there's all kinds of different things that you could do. All right, so I'm just gonna put this on the inside. And again, you could also just stamp an inside too and add whatever you want. You can get more flowers, a leaf, whatever, and just stamp down there. There's another tropical set that, you know, we have. All right, so now this one, let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and use my seal, but then I'm gonna add some liquid glue. I would normally use just liquid because of see how bumpy it is? It's got a lot of stuff on there. So I try to just get seal around the outsides, and then I'm gonna put some liquid on there just so we can make sure it's gonna stick really well. I like to just focus on this large hibiscus and make sure it's up. All right, so there's that. And we'll add it to the card base. We don't have ribbon going around or anything like that. And so you don't have to wait to add your panels. We're going to go ahead and just add everything. All right. Okay, so we're going to set that aside. And let's bring in our flowers. So we're going to first stamp "Thanks for Being So Kind," which I forgot to put on a block, so I'll do that right now. We'll just use a block I have out. I'm going to use black. Oh, my daughter's calling me, so let me message her. All right, so we're going to set this aside, and I'm going to do black. Don't you love stamping on circles? Because when you stamp on circles, you can kind of, as long as you're going up and down, you're pretty much going to make it all the way around just fine. So there's that. And now we're going to do a little bit of our coloring. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, and I did some different techniques. We're going to use Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, and Garden Green are the two. Oh, and our Melon Mambo that we used earlier. So these are the colors we're going to do. Do you think you will be doing a card class with the hibiscus? Yeah, actually, that is kind of on my list to do. So yes, probably so. Oh, my nails. This is another polish from the company, and I have linked Sparkle and Company, and this one is also changing colors. So when my hands get warm, it goes to like a lavender kind of color, and they're cold, so they go darker. So yeah, oh, got ink. Yeah, thank you. They're a lot of fun. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pull out my kit. Or did I just have it? Oh, this is my kit. I'm like, where's my kit? Okay, so we need the little white flowers. So we're going to put these away. We have these 3, so we'll set those aside. And the green, the leaves. We should have 3 leaves, 3 flowers. So we'll set those aside. And now I'm going to bring in my paper. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to have these flowers. Now what I do is I take my pick tool, but you can choose, or I take my pokey tool. You can choose your scoreboard, score or whatever you have, and I just like to give my flowers some dimension. So I just, and you can tell that these have leaves like that you can pinch. There's a score line, and so you can pinch them if you want. So you could just, you know, go down. I would be careful with a pokey tool, but you could do it with your bone folder. Here, let me get you a mat. It'll probably easier to see. So you could put your flowers all on the mat. I just do it in my palm, but get them like that. And then I like to give them some dimension. Okay, so see how they all kind of poke up? And then you can tell that they've got lines, score lines. So if you wanted to, you could go down the middle of them and just, you know, it'll add just a little more dimension. Or you could pinch them and go upwards if you wanted. You can go downwards if you want it. Okay, so you can kind of, you know, give them just different dimension, whatever works for you. I like to just give them that little pinch in the circle in the middle. Now, before you do that, it's up to you. It doesn't matter to me. You can do it before or after. You're going to take your Daffodil Delight. I do the light one. And I'm just going to, if you look, I've got yellow in the centers of the little flowers. So, and you want to kind of make a bigger circle because you're going to put your sequin in the middle and you're going to just see pink, but I want to see some yellow. So I see how they're kind of big, kind of a big circle. All right. So do your circles, and then we're going to let those dry. So we'll just move those over. We're not going to add the sequins till the very end anyway. All right. Now the next thing we're going to do is you are going to take your leaves. Okay, so here's our leaves. Now here's a couple different techniques you can do. We are going to take, let's see, I'm going to take a brush and I'm going to take Garden Green and see how I squished it on the lid. I'm going to squish it some more, give it a little bit of color on the lid. I like to have a little spray bottle, and another great reason to have your mat is I just squirt a little bit of water right there. And then I'm going to take and pick up water. And I'm just going to make sure I don't have any color. See, it looks like I have color, but I don't. And then I'm going to go in here and pick up, you can push that in a little bit. Pick up that, and then I'm going to paint my leaves. This is a really quick, easy way to paint your leaves. You can pick up more color if you want them darker, but don't forget to add your water. Okay. Pick up that water, pick up your color. You can make them as dark or as light as you want. I'm going to do more water. And you could also spray your leaves and then dump your water, you know, your color on them if you wanted, whatever works for you. These kind of came out really dark, and I actually like them when they have a little more variation of some different colors. So, you know, it's whatever you want to do. I'm going to pick up a little bit more where the white's at. and on the stem. But this is not watercolor paper. It's just regular paper. So you want to be really careful not to do too much. All right, I'm going to pick that up. Add that. Add that. And then so it's whatever you want to do. Just add your color. And I'm going to add a little more green. Now, this does have water. I do sometimes go to my corner here and pick some up. So it's just whatever you want. And I should be doing this on my silicone mat, but I'm not because you guys won't be able to see it very well. Where did you get the wide tip brush? This is, I'm fairly certain now that you're making me question, but that this is Stampin' Up! And it comes in, I think our brushes come in like 2 or 3 different sizes. If they don't anymore, then this is an older one, but it is Stampin' Up! But I'm sure that we still do those. Does anybody remember? Because I'm fairly certain. Okay, I'm going to move this off of here. I don't even need that. I'm fairly certain that it's Stampin' Up! That they come in like 3 different sizes of brushes. All right, so we're going to add that. I'm going to do a little more water. Okay, so you want to be careful because it will tear your leaves up because it's not watercolor paper. And then really these should be drying. I probably should have done those first and I just wasn't thinking about it. Yes, thank you, Sherry. Yeah, these are great to have on hand. All right, so then I usually just take a baby wipe and wipe as much off. See how there's hardly any green. I can rub it and get green off of it, but it's pretty good about getting the color off. All right. So that's what I did with the leaves because I just wanted to color them quick. I just wanted to get them done, and I probably did them and then let them set overnight to dry, but we'll just kind of pretend that they're going to be dry and try and stick them. All right. I rarely put water in my barrels. I usually put it on my mat because I like to have control of what I'm using and how much I'm using. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to turn this over and we're going to bring our flowers in. Okay, we're going to start with our larger ones. I feel like there's a couple. Yeah, here we go. Let me see. Yeah. You know what? I was one short when I was doing my kit, so now I know why. Okay, so now I start light to dark. So I'm going to start with my, okay, I'm going to show you guys a secret. Look at my K right here. See how I messed it up? It didn't quite ink all the way. So I take my black, this is my old one. Well, I'll just use the old one. It's the same thing. Just use your tip, your smaller one. And I just go, except I'm going to need to put glasses on. This is what I use markers for a lot because people say, well, what do you use your markers for? Why are they different than blends? And this is a really good reason. I'm just going to go right up this and fix my sentiment. So did you see what I did? I just fixed that top of the K. So sometimes if something doesn't, you know, stamp exactly right, this is, you're having your black pen is a great way. But it's also really good. Wow, I've really been getting my head in the camera a lot tonight. Sorry about that. It's also really, really good for stamped images too, if you need to, you know, fix something. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to take and do some blending. And I start with the lighter colors. So these are my 3 colors. I'm going to start with the yellow. And we're going to take our blending brush and we are going to blend a lot of yellow because it's the lightest, okay? So I'm going to do this and I'm going to come over and just start getting your yellow. All right, I like to turn my project instead of my arm and getting all crazy because I want to keep my arm where it's comfortable for me. All right, we're going to do a lot like that, but I'm also going to do a little right here because you know these flowers are, they have some really bright, fun ones. Okay, so Margie and Barbara, don't comment on my flowers because I know you're in Hawaii, so they're not going to be as beautiful as the ones you see outside your door, but I think I should go there and see them in person so I can remember what they look like. All right, so then I'm just going to come to my next flower. Hopefully our plan is to take the kids to go to Hawaii a year from now. A year from, not this next year, but the year after. So notice I don't color the whole thing because if you do the whole thing in yellow and then you bring your other colors in, it's just not the same. So I'm just going to be doing a little bit. And yes, a lot of this will be covered up and you'll see what I mean, but it's okay. It's going to be beautiful. Okay. Now let's get our little one. And we're going to add a little yellow here. And then I want it kind of in the middle right here. Okay, so that's good. So we're just going to, and we can adjust. So do you prefer one size of blender brushes over another? Blending brushes. Oh, I have the large ones and I really do like those for bigger areas like grass and sky. And I would have used it on this card had it not been that these were such small, you know, more dainty or, you know, place, you know, spots to do the stuff. But if it was a full sky and a full grass, I would definitely have used the larger ones. But I do like the smaller ones. I think I have a little more control and I feel like it's a little more focused in a spot, but they both have their place. They're both good. I like them both, but I kind of am going towards the small ones a little bit more. Now, the other thing you could do is you could use a blender pen if you wanted. And these are amazing to do the same kind of idea as the brushes. And what I like about this is they're already wet. And so you can see that this one has a blue tip or purple, whatever I used last. But you can pick this up and you can color, but look at how the shade changes. So see how it starts dark? So whatever you're coloring, if you want, you can do this and then be like, okay, that's the shade I want. And then go to your project and then work on your project and then go back and then you can do this and then be like, okay, that's what I want. And then you can go back in for your project, but it stays wet. So these are really nice. And then even though I laid that down, just come back in and get that all wiped off. And then see how it's getting lighter and lighter. Just keep wiping it off until you get rid of that color. But I laid it down, which was kind of a bad idea. But so you want to go to an edge and really get that off. And then the color eventually goes off and then you can use it on whatever you want. Okay, so these are really great to have. All right, so now we're on to orange. So this is pumpkin pie. And so I'm going to just kind of come up the same way and kind of come into it. You want to not just get the edge. And you can keep going as dark or as light as you want. And so let's just go over here and we'll add some pumpkin. I'll probably do these a little lighter. These I kind of kept going and got them a lot darker. Okay, so it's, you know, whatever works for you. And the yellow is pretty bold, so I'm going to come back in with a little bit more pumpkin pie. And I like to do the lighter to darker because if I'm getting a little bit of yellow on this brush, it's not that big of a deal because it's a much lighter color. Okay, so I'm noticing I'm going to have a lot of pink right here. So I'm definitely want to come in and do a little more orange. All right, and so I have orange here, but none up here. So I'm going to do just a little bit, like on the tip right here. All right, so it just adds a little bit. Because we're going to come in with pink and we can adjust as we go. All right, so just kind of add, I don't want all pink up here, so I'm going to do a little bit. And then you can, you know, like I said, you can adjust as you're going and kind of get that look you want. I want this in the center here to be a little lighter, so I'm going to put the orange. I don't want it to be pink. And then now this one, I'm going to do a little orange over here. Okay, so it just has that little tip, but then I want to do orange up here because a lot of this is going to be pink. But I don't want to cover up the yellow. This is such a small flower that I definitely want to make sure I get all the colors on there. All right, so now that yellow right there, I could even come back in. I don't want to do it right there. I want to bring it over here, so I'm adding yellow back onto the card, just on the, on the flowers, just on the edges. But don't do it over there because you're going to definitely pick up that orange. And I want my brush to stay as much in the yellow as it can. All right, so that's good. And now let's bring in our pink. All right, so we're going to come back in. Oh, might as well start with the small one, right? Okay, so now I'm going to turn this though, because I want to use this space here to brush off. I don't want to do it on top of the orange. There we go. So now I'm going to come in here and add. And because it's darker, I don't mind going over the orange a little. And we'll come in with some pink here. I kind of want it to go across, so kind of like it's going to the middle of the flower, right? Not just on the edges. Remember that the center of this is rounded, so this is really the center. So even though you feel like your brush is way over here, this is the center that's getting this right here really good. So, and that's the part you're tapping on your, so I shouldn't have brought that in directly. You see what I did? That's okay though. And I'm going to do just a little right here. All right, so kind of just gives that color. Okay, I'm going to come back in with some yellow, brighten that up. And like I said, you can keep going and making them a lot darker if you want. And once you come back in with your pink, then come back in with your yellow and brighten that up a little bit. Okay, see how that's a little light right there, like it's white? The yellow will take care of that. And I'm just going to come in right here with a little bit of pink. All right, so now we're going to come back in with our yellow. Now, at this point, if you wanted to, you can come back in with a dauber or something else if you're afraid to get your brush cross-contaminated with colors. But what I like to do is I'll use the brush because I can just wipe it off. Well, let me get my baby wipe here. I'll just blend it on a, oh, I didn't do this one. So we got to come back here. And I'm just going to use what's on my brush. And just add a little pink right there. And then probably, yeah, I guess I need more. Can't have a lopsided flower. All right, so I'm fine with that one. That one looks good. All right, so that was pink. So I'm going to come back in with my yellow now. So just keep kind of doing whatever you want to do to get those colors to do what you want. I'm going to go back over here for yellow. Okay, so there's, brighten that up. There's a little yellow down here I could do. And this is kind of where you go back in and get it a little bolder, a little darker, you know, fill those colors in. Okay. And I don't care that they're not all yellow somewhere. It's okay. This one, I'm going to do more yellow. So see, it's still, I mean, there's a little bit of different color on there, but once you wipe it off, it's fine. It goes back to yellow. All right, so there's some yellow, and here's some yellow. If I wanted, I could do a little more right here. All right, so I think that's fine. And these are softer than these are. I did these a little bolder, and that's fine too. All right, and we're going to add a little more yellow right here. A little yellow. All right, so those are all good. So I like as long as they're kind of an even tone and they all kind of have the same tone of colors, the same, you know, darkness. It works fine. All right, now I gotta wipe my hands off just so I don't get color everywhere. Now the other thing that I did is once you put your dimensionals on, so let's pull this card back in. We've got our little flowers, we've got our leaves and our sentiment. So on our sentiment, let's put our saying here. So one of the things I like to do, if I am not sure and I haven't come up with a project and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, I will maybe cut out a bunch of these and then color them. Or like I know I'm going to use the flowers, but I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. So that is one of the things I like to do is, you know, color. So I'll sit there and color until I kind of come up with a plan. Or if I know I'm going to, you know, fussy cut. If I want something specific on a project, then I'll be like, okay, I'm fussy cutting tonight because I don't know what I want yet. I'm going to put one in the middle here. So I'll have that, you know, planned out. These are almost dry, so I think they're going to be okay. I'm going to flip them. All right, and then we're going to bring these in. And our mini dimensionals, as soon as I can find what I just did with them. These are all used. All right. So I just put these right in the middle. Oh, I love that color combination too. Yeah, that's what I do, Deborah. If I'm, or I'll just be like, okay, I know I'm going to need some thank you cards, and I'll come up and make just sentiments, or, cut DSP up, or if I know what I'm wanting. But I do stuff really wonky sometimes and do it kind of backwards. All right, so I know my sentiment's going to go up in the right side, so let's just put that on. Like, for example, when I did this, we die cut. I say we because Stephanie helped me. She die cut these out, and then, well, I die cut these out, but we would die cut them out, and then I'd be like, okay, now I'm going to make a card. I know that they can't stamp. So now what am I going to do? And that's kind of how I come up with the projects. So I just kind of am like, all right. All right, so you're going to get 2 large and 3 small white flowers. So one of the white flowers is going to go over here. So stick that on. And those are all with dimensional. All right, now I want this to be our main focus. I want this one, see how much bolder that these are than this one? So it's whatever you decide to do. All right. Then I wanted this one, it's going to go underneath, like here. I want the yellow to show, so I'm going to turn that. I'm going to put, I think I can put my dimensionals on now. Now we're going to be tucking the bottom portion in, so I'm going to put the dimensional towards the top a little bit. You don't have to put another dimensional on it. Oops, did you see what I just did? I said to the top. Well, I'm not taking that one off because it's wet. So we're just going to put another one. But I wanted it towards the top because it doesn't really matter underneath. All right. But you can put 2 if you want. All right. So we're going to do this. I think I'm going to like intertwine these a little bit more. And since this one's sticking way out, I'm going to put the one with 2 up here. All right. All right. So I'm going to lay this one down for sure because I know where I want this to go. And then I work around the flowers. If the leaves don't fit, you can cut the leaves at the bottom off. All right, so we're going to put this about right there, and I'm just going to lay it. This one, I want the yellow to show, so I think I'm going to do this one. I think I'm not. No, I'm not going to layer them. I'm not going to intertwine them because I want my leaves to fit just right. Okay, that's going to go there. Let's take our dimensionals off. Be careful, make sure your leaves are dry. Mine are not all the way dry, so you definitely don't want to be pulling on your stuff. I'm going to leave a little space right there, so I'm going to move this leaf up that way a little bit because we're going to put one of our large flowers right here. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to put this leaf kind of in between right here. So it's kind of filling the corner, but I'm going to move it up like right here. Now that I didn't push down too hard because I want to kind of play with the space for the flowers. I'm trying to take space up over here. I think I'm going to put my leaf downward because I still have this flower. And then I think I'm going to put this one like coming upward. Right. That one, okay, I'm good with all that. And then we'll do a large one. We're going to fill in some of the space down here. Like right there. I really think I need to go back to Hawaii and do a little bit of investigating on hibiscus. I wonder if I can make that a business trip. All right, so there's that. And now we just need our, oh no, we wrote one other thing. And we'll add our dimensionals and then we have one other thing. I mean our embellishments. So I did the large ones in the middle of the large. And then I did the small in the middle of the small. Oops. All right. Then the other thing I did, now you could add more. I mean, look how pretty these orange ones are too. So you could add those really pretty orange ones on there. They've got like a little bit of a, like a pink and yellow haze to them, which would be really pretty too. And those would even be really pretty in the centers of the flowers. But I wanted them to really pop out. I mean, even the green's pretty. So you're going to have a package of these. And then I think it's those. Now I'm kind of debating on myself. Like, did I put the wrong ones in there? If it's not, it's the other sequins. But I think they're both. And they both have pink. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's these. All right. So then I thought, okay, so this, like, I needed something. So I took Winkostella, of course, and I just put it on the center of the flower. And then I did it here and then down the stem. Okay, on this one, you can see it's raised around right here. So I just went ahead and added some Winkostella right here, right here, right here, there, and this one right here. Okay, I didn't add it here. You could. I mean, I would just do like veins because you can see like where the die cut pieces are, and you don't have to go right on those, but it does kind of give it a, oh, I like that. Let's see. I didn't do it exactly where the dies, you know, where the marks are, but you can kind of see them. All right, so look at this one. You can maybe see it a little bit better. See how I added that? And then on the darker one, see how you can add, see how I added it here? But then here, I just added it on some of those lines that are embossed right there. Just to add a, oh, I got to do the little flower. I did it over there. I didn't do this one. So I'm just going to come up the lines like I did there. All right. Oh, Deborah, you'll carry my suitcase. Oh, it's going to be heavy, but I think you can do it. So, oh, this is really pretty in person. Look at that. It's kind of like the gold embossing, right? Where'd those go? Look at all those pretty lines. The embossing really adds a lot. That stamp adds a lot when it's embossed. And you can see all the lines that come out farther. Anyway. Fun, fun, fun. So that is card number 4. And we have one more bingo. Yay. And then I'll show you all the cards. Don't forget, if you are interested in bingo for January, that is up. It will be January 15th. I would love to have you. We're going to have all of the new items Not all of them, but all the cards will be with the new items. And the Pretty Petal class is, I'm just about ready to close it. I'm going to be recording the video hopefully this weekend or early next week and get that out. I wanted it out by the 1st. It will be. And so that is available. If you are interested in card kits, I have a bunch from classes, from bingo, ones I've just put together, some kits. And so if you're interested in that, that price does include your shipping. So don't forget to register for that. I will add that link below after the video. I don't think I added that one, but it is on my Facebook or on my YouTube. No, my blog page. Sorry about that. Melanie, no, I do not do bingo in December. It is just way too busy with the holidays and for everybody. And then in April, I don't do it either because I do, I'm getting ready for the new catalog. So I'm pulling old stuff, doing new stuff. And then I've been doing the incentive trip. So April is just really rough. And I'm doing swaps and different things for different events. And so, yeah, I decided April and December are the 2 months I do not do. All right, everybody, let's go. Good luck. Number 3. Number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed all the projects. They were so fun to do. I am super excited about January's bingo. Number 9. Remember, I only do a certain amount of kits because I've got to get them all created, and it takes me a long time. And so I kind of have to cut it off at a certain number. Number 29. And same with the Pretty Petals class. That class is gorgeous. It is going to be such a great class. I hope you have signed up for it. I know it was requested, so number 20. So I was really excited to do the class. And I cannot show you a sneak peek. Once the kits go out, then if I still have kits available, then I'll show it. Number 17. All right, lots of B's and a few BI's. Number 15. For those that missed it at the beginning, I have to show you my baby brewer. This is my grandson that was born. That's why I've been missing in action recently. And he's so sweet. I get to watch him Friday. I'm so excited. They're going to go out to dinner. Number 16. I'm like, yes, go to dinner. So I can get my more snuggles in. Number 30. Ooh, Sarah has BIN already. 25. Oh, thank you, Carol. He is so sweet. He is a good boy. Hope he stays that way. Number 10. He's been sleeping good. Mom and Dad are happy. He had a doctor's appointment today, so I'm going to have to call. This is his second one, I think, since the birth. So I'll have to call and see how he did. Number 8. Thank you very much. Remember, I'm going to be doing an unboxing of our new items. I did throw the magnets or the dies on magnets and put the paper in their sleeves. I have not, number 5, I have not looked at the papers other than putting them in the package. I've not like flipped through them. And there's a couple things I know I want to try. So we've got to give it a try. So make sure you are subscribed and hit the bell to get notifications. And it will be sometime between tomorrow and hopefully it's not Sunday's video because I want to get through it and look at it. Number 11. If it happens to end up being Sunday, because I am a little busy, if I do Sunday as an unboxing, I will have a card also to create. So just in case that ends up happening. 26. All right, Cheryl, Margie, Sherry, Glenetta, and they all have B-I-Ns. Ooh, Robin, see, look at you. B-I-N-G for Robin. Carol with the B-I-N. Deb with the B-I-N. Gloria, B-I-N. 14. Number 1. Gloria and Barb, both the B-I-N. Glenetta with B-I-N-G, right there along with Robin. All right, let's see. 21. 21. Oh, Robin has a bingo 2 times? What? I say 2 times because Robin was not the first bingo before, so yay. Okay, let's see. 1, 5, 9, 11, and 30. Congratulations, Robin. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Good for you. Okay, Robin, number 4, bingo for Robin. Yay! Congratulations. For those of you still typing in letters, it's because you're a little bit behind. So if you ever jump off YouTube and come back on, even if it's switching screens, you need to grab the bar at the bottom and pull it to the right, because that's exactly what happens, which is why I don't jump off to go look at stuff, because it just messes it up. Even if I do it on my second screen, it still does it. So just so you're aware. Yay, congratulations, Robin. Woohoo! All right, so here is card number 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you really want comedy, go see card number 1 and watch me create that, because that was pretty funny. I did not find the link on your site for the old bingo cards. Dolores, if you go to my bingo, or to my blog, at the top it'll say bingo classes, paper share, etc. Hover over that and a menu will drop down. And then the menu, you'll see where it says bingo classes and class. Just click on that and it's in there. And it's going to look like this. You're going to see a header that looks like that. Don't click on add to cart. Click on the text below the picture. And that will open up the registration form. And it should all be there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the class, the bingo, the cards. Thank you, everybody. Oh, good. You guys are finding where the card kits are. Perfect. So once I get those all packaged up, I will post as soon as it gets low and say about how many. I think I'm just going to pre-package a bunch, and then that way I can ship them out really fast. Oh, good. The Country Music Awards are on. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8:05 here, so I think my husband's recording them. I think I'm going to clean up tomorrow. I didn't have a lot of stamping to do, so my stamps are already put away. Just got signed up. Yes, Deb, I saw that. Thank you so much. So yes, don't forget, join the Pretty Petals class. You will not be sorry. Should I show you guys one card? Should I show you one card? They're so pretty. And one of the things is not a card, it's 2 items. So thank you so much for a fun night of bingo and for awesome cards. You are welcome. Oh, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Congratulations again. Your grandson's adorable. Oh, thank you so much. Let's see. Who sent me? Let me think. Gwen. I have enjoyed my Starbucks card. So thank you so, so much. I had a breakfast the other day, and I had a Java chip shake, which is one of my favorites. That's like my treat. But I also had a peppermint mocha. So not the same day. So anyway, thank you so much. It was wonderful. And I have my book to read to my grandbaby. And I am so blessed, you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, you want a sneak peek, Anna? Let's see, which ones shall I show? And Margie wants a sneak peek too. Okay, hold on. I know I was going to show the kits, and I normally don't. And why is because people start making the cards already before you guys get the kits. So I don't like that because I want you to be surprised. But let me move this stuff out of the way. And okay, don't look at my yoga pants because that's what I have on. And I have to climb over my new product. All right, let me see which one I'm going to show. Oh, I have a fancy fold, 2 fancy folds, a 3D item with something else, it's 2 items together. Okay, so I have 2 fancy folds. I have a 3D item that goes with a card. And then I have a regular card. So I'm going to show you the regular card. But the regular card has bling on it. So, are you ready? Okay, here we go. All right, that's it. That's all you get to see. So that's one card. And that is the simple one. Not the simple one, but that one is just a card. The other ones are, I have 2 fancy folds. One has a lot of foil, like silver in it. The other one has... oh, I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff in it. And then the 3D item comes with something else, a card that goes with it. It's like a little set. So anyway, I hope you guys will join. It's a great class. Robin, you do need to get that set. So in this class, let me tell you really quickly, if you purchase the Thoughtful Journey paper, which is, I don't have any more over here, I don't think. But I don't want to show it all completely. But this paper right here, I think it's called Thoughtful Journey. Make sure you look at the directions when you register. But if you purchase that and the Pretty Petals bundle from me, the class is free. So make sure if you do register that you put it in the notes that you're going to purchase from me, and the kit's free. I love the bling. Me too. Found it and ordered. Good, Dolores. Thank you. Simple. Simple. Which class is it, Gretchen? That's the Pretty Petals class. There's a link below for the class. Sold. Good, Margie. It's a beautiful class. I love this set. And I have lots of tips and tricks for it. And so I'll be sharing those with you. And look at this. We even color some ribbon. Yep. And I did use Bedazzle. 2 reasons. Number 1, I love it and I have a lot of it, so I'm sharing. Number 2, it was on the retiring list, the clearance list, when I started the class, I believe. So I was like, oh, good, it's current, and now it's gone. But you're going to get it in your kit. Let's see. You sent me an email. Okay, I'll read I usually read my emails right after this before I go. When is it? Carol, the class you do at home at your leisure. I will send you the video, the PDF, and the kit. So I am going to, the kits will be done probably Friday, Saturday-ish. I'm going to record the video probably over the weekend or Monday, Tuesday. And the goal is to have everything mailed by December 1st, but I think it's going to be mailed by next Friday is my hope. I still have to do the PDF and record the video. And the kits are pretty much done. I just have to assemble them all and get them put together. So you do it at your leisure. Okay. Okay, any other questions? All right, guys, I think that is about it. So don't forget, January bingo, pretty petals, and then if you want card kits, look for that. I don't think I put the card kits link below. I will add it right now after the video. And so you can look for it there, but they're on my blog. If you have any questions at all, let me know. For the winners, congratulations. And please don't forget to send your list to me before the end of November. Remember, for demonstrators, I cannot add pre-order items for you because I buy them all for myself, and you know how pre-order is. You can't order multiples. And what else? If there's specials or anything going on this month, clearance items, all that stuff, that's all included, whatever it is. If you go over $100, thank you so much. That helps my business, and I will invoice you for anything over for you to pay. Once you pay, I submit your order and it is shipped directly to your house. And I give you a little screenshot of it and the whole bit. All right, I think that is it. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you on Sunday, if not before, with an unboxing. See you soon. Bye, everybody. Thank you.